Week 2 previews rolling right along here. The next video is for the game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Redskins. This game will take place in Washington. It'll be the home opener for the Redskins. Both these teams, that are matter of fact, dropping their opener on the road last week. Washington at Houston. And, of course, Jacksonville, who got off to a good start, faded late, losing on the road to the Eagles. And for Jacksonville, I thought they afforded themselves pretty well, obviously, in the first half last week, getting out to a 17-0 lead against the Eagles. I think that's what you're going to see with the Jaguars in particular this year. When they can force turnovers and be opportunistic, you'll see them stay in games. But to me, the question is going to be this year, until it gets answered, can that offense, when it's not getting extreme help from the defense, put up any points? Can they themselves put up 17 to 20 points a game? I think that's a legit question to ask. I think eventually you'll see the move to Blake Bortles here, but it's going to be Chad Henne, it looks like, again in Week 2, and particularly against Washington. There's holes in that defense, particularly in the secondary. Can Chad Henne and company take advantage of those holes? You haven't really been able to see them do that consistently here over the last couple years. But on the flip side, I think their defense will get plenty of opportunities to pick the ball off when you're talking about playing against a team, certainly like Washington, who Robert Griffin, to me, just still does not look comfortable. I don't know if it's still the knee or he just does not look comfortable as a pocket passer. I think what's going to come here sooner or later is, in order for him to be functional in the NFL, he's either going to have to figure out how to be a pocket passer or just go back to being, a pass first, but hey, let me get out and run type of quarterback, much like he was his rookie year, because he's trending to a point now where it looks like he can't even be effective in the pocket, sort of taking me by surprise a little bit. I thought he'd be able to adjust, especially with the weapons he has on the outside, with Pierre Garçon, with Deshaun Jackson, Jordan Reed, a tight end even, who can't seem to stay healthy, but still a weapon when he plays nonetheless. All reliable for them has been Alfred Morris. I think he's going to be a key in this one. Alfred Morris, even when the carries aren't up there, it always seems like he has a high yard per carry average. Jay Gruden, not known for running the ball with much consistency when he was with Cincinnati. Maybe he tries to get back to that here against Jacksonville, who showed they're capable of staying in games. Let's face it. I think the days of Jacksonville being a total pushover are now over, and if that offense can improve, I think that even more so. The Redskins right now looking to get back on track in the home opener, trying to get the first win of the career for Jay Gruden. This, to me, was a lot tougher game to sort of evaluate than I thought, because if I look at the Jaguars' defense, their strength being forcing turnovers, and then I look at the Redskins and look at them as a turnover-prone team, it's a lot tougher to evaluate that in my mind. But I think the difference in this one, is going to be Washington's ability to run the ball, mainly behind Alfred Morris. I think he's going to be the X factor in this one. I think he's going to free up that play-action passing game to find Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson down the field. And I think Gruden's going to put it less on Robert Griffin than he did last week. And I think it's going to be effective for them. I think this is going to be a close game, though. So I like Washington to win the game outright, but I like Jacksonville +6. I think Jacksonville's going to hang around, and I don't think Washington has the explosive offense that the Eagles do to just blow them out of the water. But I do think Washington will win. So, again, Washington to win outright, but Jacksonville +6. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter as well. Be sure to subscribe. I preview every game every week, always talking about the NFL. So thanks as always for listening. Be sure to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy Week 2.